A 9-year-old girl packed her backpack in the middle of the night, walked out of her home alone in a violent rainstorm at 4 in the morning, was seen by truck drivers walking along a highway in the dark, and then ran into the woods and was never seen again. It is Valentine's Day 2000, and 25 years later, nobody knows exactly why Asha Degree left that house, but investigators now believe they know what happened to her after she did. Let me tell you about Shelby's sweetheart. Asha Degree was 9 years old. She lived with her parents Harold and Aquila and her older brother O'Brien in a quiet residential neighborhood in Shelby, North Carolina. By all accounts, she was a bright, shy, competitive little girl who loved sports and took school seriously. The night before she disappeared, her family had gathered in the living room together. A storm had rolled through and lightning woke Asha up. They watched television together until she settled back down and went to bed. Her father Harold checked on her around 2:30 in the morning. She was asleep. By 6:30 she was gone. Her mother went to wake the kids for school and Asha's bed was empty. Her backpack was gone too, and investigators noticed something that has never been fully explained in 25 years. The things Asha packed were not things a parent would pack for a child going somewhere. They were things a child would pack herself. A Dr. Seuss book she had borrowed from the school library, a New Kids on the Block concert t-shirt, small personal items that meant something to her. She had planned to leave. 2 truck drivers reported seeing a small girl walking alone along North Carolina Highway 18 in the dark and the rain around 4 in the morning. One of them turned around to check on her, and when they did, Asha left the road and ran into the woods and disappeared. She was never seen again. The search was massive. 9,000 man-hours, hundreds of volunteers, the FBI, America's Most Wanted, the Oprah Winfrey Show, billboards all over the state with Asha's face, a $25,000 reward that grew over the years to $100,000. And for over 2 decades, the biggest mystery was simply this: why did she leave? Then in 2001, something important was found. Construction workers doing road work along Highway 18 in Burke County discovered a backpack buried under the ground, wrapped in 2 sealed black garbage bags, about 30 miles from Asha's home. It was Asha's backpack. Someone had taken it, driven it 30 miles away, and buried it. The FBI sent everything to Quantico, and buried in the evidence inside that backpack were traces of DNA. Not Asha's, someone else's, 2 people's, a woman named Annalie Dedman Ramirez and a man named Russell Underhill. The case went quiet again for years, but investigators never stopped pulling on that thread. In 2024, 24 years after Asha disappeared, the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office and the FBI executed search warrants at multiple properties connected to the Dedman family, and for the first time publicly, investigators announced what they now believed. Asha Degree was a victim of homicide, and her body had been deliberately concealed. She had never run away. She had been murdered, and someone had hidden her for a quarter of a century. Then, in September 2024, a man walked into the sheriff's office. He said that years earlier, in the mid-2000s, he had been at a house party with 2 sisters from the Dedman family, Lizzie and Sarah. He said Lizzie was drunk and sobbing uncontrollably, and that she looked him in the eye and said, "I killed Asha Degree." Her sister Sarah immediately grabbed her head and told her to shut up. The man took a polygraph test. He passed. In February 2025, investigators seized cell phones from Roy Dedman and his 2 daughters, Lizzie Foster and Sarah Capel. Search warrants stated there was probable cause to believe the phones contained evidence linking them to Asha's disappearance. Lizzie was asked to take a polygraph test by investigators. The results showed she was being deceptive when asked whether she was concealing information. After the interview, she immediately called her ex-husband and they spoke for over 45 minutes. He has since refused to cooperate with investigators. The Dedman family denies any connection to Asha's disappearance. No arrests have been made, no charges have been filed, Asha's body has never been found, and Asha's mother, Aquila, has spent 25 years holding on to hope. She told the world for years that she believed her daughter was still alive, that she would come home. She has never stopped waiting. The reward for information leading to an arrest is now $100,000. The case is still open, investigators are still searching, and somewhere out there, a little girl named Asha Degree, who walked out into a Valentine's Day rainstorm at 9 years old, is still waiting to be found. If you know anything at all, call the FBI at 704-672-6100 or the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office at 704-484-4822. That is the case. Nova out.